Hello, my name is Elizabeth Drews, and right now I would like to talk about someone that has been an inspiration for me and my future. Imagine, if you will, the industrial and economic boom of the late 19th century in Chicago. This time in the 1880s, there was no childcare, no playgrounds, and no support for working women, married, widowed, or single. And there was no standard for childcare. Children were sometimes left for hours and hours during the day to fend for themselves, while parents worked long, grueling hours. There was a need for social change and to help the poor and lower class population of Chicago, and one person that made a tremendous difference was Jane Addams. In 1889, Jane Addams and other supporters opened the first settlement house in Chicago called the Hull House. This establishment was able to help working mothers with daycare and a safe place for them to learn and play. With a large part of the population being immigrants from all over the world, the Hull House assisted with their assimilation into the country, as well as educating them with the English language. This was the beginning of social work and social welfare that would continue beyond her activism and her many accomplishments. Not only did Jane Addams see the need for the settlement house in the poor and working class neighborhoods of Chicago, but she also championed for social change in the community through education and awareness. She educated women with skills and trades, as well as educating the community for the need for more kindergartens, playgrounds, and for the children. She also saw the injustices of the child labor laws and the juvenile court system. It is overwhelmingly apparent that Jane Addams tries to be the voice for those that cannot be heard. Therefore, her heart for the underprivileged and underrepresented would no doubt lead her to the women's suffrage movement and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. She strived to see equality for all Americans. The crowning achievement to complete her life's work would be the Nobel Peace Prize that she was awarded in 1931. She was the first woman to achieve this honor. This award, given to her shortly before her death in 1935, was the culmination of her work to help those in the community and eventually those in the country that needed advocacy to experience the same rights that are supposed to be available to every American citizen. Jane Addams was a pioneer in the social work field as well as a civil rights warrior in this country's tumultuous history. Although she was born to privilege, she could see that help was needed. With her compassion and drive to help others that were suffering, she has set a high standard of what it is to recognize the need in the community as well as persevere for social change. As an aspiring social worker that has a passion for helping those in need, the life of Jane Addams speaks to me and my ambition to make a difference in the world. Her selfless and long accomplished career has become the foundations for many social movements that are important to this day. When you think about all the foundations, government assistance programs, and standards of care in this country, we can see that those entities were not in existence back then, but were becoming a necessity for a functioning society. I admire her humanitarian efforts and her love for helping others. Thank you.